Okay, so part B. Find a Cartesian equation for C, curve C, in the form of y equals f of x, stating the value of the constant k. Okay, so in the previous part, we found that y equals 2 sine squared t, and the way we got to that was through the double angle formula, cos 2t equals 1 minus sine squared 2 sine squared t, and we just plug that in to this formula here, and that's how we got y equals 2 sine squared t. So we need to find a Cartesian equation in the form y equals f of x. So if x equals 2 sine t, then x over 2 equals sine t. And therefore x over 2 squared is going to equal sine squared t. So we can just plug this straight into y equals 2 sine squared t. So y is going to equal 2 times x over 2 squared, which is the same as 2 times x squared over 4. And that just cancels out, leaving us with y equals x squared over 2. Okay, so there we go. We have it in the form of y equals f of x. So y equals x squared over 2. And the final part of this question, they want to know what values x ranges between. So up here we have t goes between negative pi over 2 and pi over 2. And x equals 2 sine of t. Okay, so let's just think about a sine graph. So this is the graph of sine. Between pi, negative pi, and pi. Here. So pi over 2 gives us a value of 1. And negative pi over 2 gives us a value of negative 1 for sine of pi over 2 and sine of negative pi over 2. But x equals 2 sine negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. So in other words, x is going to go from negative 2 to positive 2. Okay. So the value of the constant k, okay, is equal to 2. And so that's part B done. And then part C just says write down the range of f of x. So we've got the domain here, right? Okay, and we have the function y equals f of x, which equals f of x being x squared over 2. So if we plug in negative 2 into here, what we're going to get is we're going to get negative 2 squared, which is going to give us 4, over 2, which is 2. Positive 2. Similarly, if we plug in 2, we're going to get 2 squared over 2, which is also positive 2. So the maximum value that y can take on is going to be positive 2. Because you're always, whenever you have a negative number, you're going to be squaring it. And the values of x range between negative 2 and 2. So the lowest value that this function y can be equal to is going to be 0. Okay? And the highest value is going to be 2. You just say f of x is greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 2. And there we have it.